YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy MN Trail back again today. First and foremost, I want to thank you for tuning into the channel today. If this is your first time coming across my page, go ahead and do me a favor and click the subscription button right there on the right hand side of the screen. Click the notification bell so you know every single time that I post a video, so you can stay up to date with the channel and all of the cool things that I do. Today, this video is a camera review all about this little guy, the Panasonic Lumix Zs60. In my opinion, this is a great camera to purchase if you're looking to get a DSLR to start vlogging and things like that. You don't necessarily want to break the bank, but you want a great quality image. This could be the way to go. You know, Panasonic makes very dependable cameras. If you know anything about cameras, you know about their G series, the GH7, not the GH7, the G7, the GH3, 4, and 5. But this little point and shoot, man, it's a really great camera. This camera weighs less than a pound. I think it's about 12 ounces with the battery and memory card in it. You get a focus ring on a point and shoot camera. I think this is like a 3-inch fully touchscreen, customizable buttons. Has a couple different recording modes. So you can actually capture footage in AVCHD format, which is I think standard for like your Sony cameras or your Canon handheld camcorders. And you can also record in MP4 format. Unlike a lot of point and shoot cameras, this one has a live viewfinder. You're outside shooting in the sun and you don't necessarily want to look at the screen or the screen is too dark, you could actually hold this up to your eye and then look straight through it, and it gives you a digital viewfinder to still focus your shot. You can either use the focus ring or you can tap on the screen. I think one of my favorite features of this camera is it records video in 4K at 30 frames per second. When I learned that this camera would capture in 4K, I actually did a camera test. This joint will shoot slow motion in up to 240 frames per second. Now, I will warn you, even though that's super duper slow and super cinematic, I would probably not set it to record at 240 because the loss of quality in your footage is super bad. It actually records in standard definition, so it's like 640. But even with that, you can still record in 1080 at 60 frames per second, as it will also record 120 frames per second. Another feature that I like, the level, to where it will tell you, you know, if you're holding the camera level or not. You can record up to 30 minutes per clip in 1080, 15 minutes per clip at 4K. It does 4K photo burst mode. But again, the image quality of this thing is quite nice. Another feature that I like a lot in this camera is it has a post-focus mode. You can take an image and it records a 1-second clip, and then you go back inside the camera settings and you can change your focus points. This might be a feature of Panasonic overall, but that was really dope and very useful. You know, you take a picture and you get back and you see you're not quite in the right spot, or your focus is not as tight as you wanted it to be. As long as it's still saved on the memory card, you can go back in, change your focus point in that image, and then simply export it out, and now you got it exactly the way you need to have it. I know I definitely can't do that on my Nikon. I can't do it on this Sony 6D. This is a dope little camera. This camera is also Wi-Fi compatible. As I was vlogging, like I did a video earlier, a comparison video between the Canon 6D and my FS100, and I actually filmed that using the Zs60. And of course you can see it does not have a tilting screen, but what it does, because it's Wi-Fi compatible, is you can connect the camera to your smartphone. Not only could I use my smartphone as my screen so that I could actually see what I was recording, but you can control every function of this camera on your smartphone. So I was able to zoom in and out. I was able to use the point focus mode and find exactly where I wanted to be, you know, record, snap pictures, and then you can even go into your phone and save the videos. If you don't want to save them on the memory card, you could save it in your phone's camera roll. Now, if you don't want to actually use your cell phone and you feel like you need a tilting screen for this, they do have another version, which is the Zs60. Make sure I said that right. The Lumix Zs60 has the tilting screen to where you can flip it up and you can actually see the screen from the camera as opposed to using your cell phone. And I'm pretty sure there are many things. I haven't used this a great deal of time. People ask me, what am I shooting on, or what camera do you suggest for a great vlogging camera? This may be a good option for you. Again, it's probably a lot of stuff that I'm missing, a lot of features that I haven't mentioned about this camera. It is not great at all in low light. Kind of sucks. But again, it's a point and shoot camera. I know the Sonys are known for having great low light capabilities. This is not a Sony. Can y'all hear my son calling my name right now? He is outside the door. This is what I have to deal with. I had to resort to shooting this in my bedroom because I couldn't get to my desk because I knew I would have this in the background and he would be climbing up on me and he would be in every frame. So I kind of had to shut the door and shut him out. But anyway, but overall, I was very happy with the way the footage came out. I am very pleased with this camera. And overall, for the price point at 240 bucks, it's not quite bad for 4K quality. That's tough. In my opinion, if you're dead set, you want to shoot in 4K, this little thing just may get it done for you and you don't have to break the bank. Seriously thinking about purchasing one of these and making it my vlog camera. I will probably go for the Zs60 just so I can have the tilting screen and not have to use my cell phone in every situation. Yeah, man, this thing is a beast. That's all I got for you today. As always, the grind defines your work ethic. If you continue to grind hard, you will meet expectation every single time. Trail is signing off.